Welcome back to Tell Me More. I'm Trina Wilcox, and this segment for Run Radio is brought to you by our guest, Julie Development of iPour Life. Thank you so much for spending some time telling us about this great nonprofit that you have that focuses on our youth. And let's get first back up and tell me a little bit about this organization, and then we'll talk about a great thing you've got coming up to promote it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. I am the development director for iPour Life, which is a nonprofit in Springfield, and we focus on positive youth development for the at-risk youth ages 16 to 24. So the particular ones that we see a lot of are those youth that are looking at aging out of foster care, meaning they're going to leave foster care without family. And so we work with them, really just helping them along the way with all of the aspects of life that they need to become self-sustainable adults in our community.
Okay, and what's it like for the average youth that does come to your doors? What can they expect to see, or how does this whole process work? Can they recognize themselves that they need to come to you, or is that for like a caseworker to reach out and do?
We are a little different than a lot of programs in the fact that our process is a nomination process. Okay. So it does come through an agency, whether it's a caseworker, a juvenile office, or even a teacher who sees maybe it's just generational poverty and the youth is really struggling and they know they have that potential. So being a nomination is a little more impressive to the youth as well, because a lot of times our youth in these situations are told you're referred to this, you're referred to that. Nomination means, hey, somebody saw something special in you, and we think you've got this great opportunity. So that's how they come to the iPour Life program, is through those nominations. And then what we do is we pair them one-on-one with a life coach who meets with them every week, sometimes over Zoom, sometimes in person. But we have a full curriculum developed by iPour Life that works on kind of 3 phases of the program, starting with our life lessons, which is your relationships, your interpersonal skills, things like that, moves on into the life skills. That's where we really get into education, financial stability, stable housing, relationships, those kinds of things that are really the key to helping them make that bridge into one of the parts of the program that I really get excited about, which is our social capital. Because all of us have a network in our communities, and these young people have come from a background where a lot of times they have socially isolated because having been in foster care sometimes for a long time, or just the situations they're in, they don't get out and meet new people and make those connections in the community. So the social capital part of our program allows them to we bring guests into our iPour Life house where the youth come each month, and we have activities to give them that chance to meet with their peers, but also make connections in the community. So when they bridge into that adulthood, they've got a networking base that they can rely on as well.
Tell me about maybe one of your most recent folks that came in and just really got the most out of the program, and how they went on to apply those education, the materials, everything.
Absolutely. We have a young lady who unfortunately was left at a hospital at the age of 15 and ended up going into foster care. She had a lot of struggles. That's a lot of trauma, things that had been happening in her life. But she went on to school. She graduated high school. We hold a lot of the milestone celebrations at iPour Life. So we celebrate those graduations, those going back to school, all of the things that you want to celebrate with these young people. And I listened to her talk at graduation party this year, how she not only struggled through these things herself. During this struggle, she went through bouts of cancer at a very young age. She successfully came out of that and is cancer-free, but she then went back and ended up with her sister, caring for her to prevent her from being in foster care, all the while still going to school, graduating college. And this young lady is graduating college with the help of the iPour Life program, with dual majors, dual minors, and has an opportunity to go study in London. Wow. And these are opportunities that a lot of youth who go through that kind of situation it's hard for them to make those connections on their own.
About how many volunteers do you have at any given time?
Well, actually, all of our life coaches are salaried staff.
Okay.
We want to know that they are fully committed. Even though they're required to meet one-on-one, they text and communicate with these young people, throughout the week all the time. Even though we focus on the positive youth development part of things, sometimes there's resources that they need as well. And we don't handle that, but we do direct them to the right places that they can get if they have a power bill that they need assistance with, or they need groceries, or they need mental health services, so they rely on our coaches for a lot of that informational stuff, even though our coaches are there to guide them through that development program to help them become successful.
All right. So all of that definitely takes a lot of money and resources. So how do you support all of that? And what do you need from the community?
Well, it certainly does. We right now are serving about 360 youth. So we have a lot of youth in our program. And unfortunately, there's a lot of youth that are not being served right now that we'd sure love to get in the program. So we do have a lot of private funding, but like a lot of agencies, we also do some special events. And that's kind of one of the things we're gearing up for now, is this amazing Goodwood Gatsby event that we do. iPourLife kind of stepped back from the community when COVID hit and hasn't done events, haven't really been out in the community like so many people. So this is kind of our comeback year, and we're super excited because we've moved our venue out to the Ozark Mill. So all of our VIPs will be seated on that bridge over the Finley River. And then we will also have lawn seating. We have the Caduceus Doctors Band, a big band that's going to be out there, some Gatsby era cars. And then, of course, to go along with that, we have some really cool raffles that we're doing as well.
Now that sounds fantastic. It sounds beautiful too. The river, you're setting the scene. Okay, so how can people be there?
Well, we do have just a very limited number of tickets left. I think we're down to about 20 tickets. We anticipate about 225 guests that evening. So if somebody is interested, they can reach out to iPourLife either through our website, which is ipourlife.org, or they can call our office at 417-755-7039. But the other thing we have right now that's real exciting, as you see the background here, we have Mr. Garth Brooks, who, is a big show in himself. And as we all heard, he's coming to our area that very same weekend. So my first thought, as a huge Garth fan myself, when they announced he was coming on October 1st, which is the day of our event, was I'm not going to get to see him. But we turned it into a positive, because before we knew he was announcing more shows, we said, hey, let's give some people an opportunity to win some tickets to Garth Brooks and still help our young people with the needs that they have by including this as part of a raffle for our event. So we will be doing a raffle drawing, and it's actually going to be this coming Saturday that we draw, because we want to allow whoever wins the raffles to have that time to make their travel arrangements. But we're actually raffling off 4 packages, each package including 2 tickets to Garth Brooks. We have a couple packages that are good for Friday night show and a couple that are good for the Sunday afternoon show. The first package comes with a night's hotel down in Branson. The second one comes with a night hotel at the Anglers Lodge in Springfield by Bass Pro. And the third one comes with, if you're familiar with Garth, he has a whole anthology set, which is kind of his history. It comes with music CDs, all the albums and things with it. And he has just launched that, and we're going to include a full set of those 3 first anthology sets that he has. And then the fourth one is still 2 tickets to Garth. So it's a very exciting package. I know a lot of people did not get tickets when the tickets went on sale, and this is a great way for them to see the show and also be able to help us with these youth that we're trying to serve.
That is a win-win for sure. That's amazing. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that I should have that you want to share?
Well, it's one of those things where I always tell people I've worked in the nonprofit world for a long time, and there's things people can and can't do, but everybody can do something. So if you want to join us for the event, go online and purchase some tickets or give us a call. If you're interested and you love Garth Brooks like I do, this is a great opportunity to get tickets, see his show, help these youth that really need that support of having that one-on-one, so that they can kind of go past that and hopefully break some of those cycles that have landed them where they are in life. And we will be launching this week also about another dozen raffles that will actually be drawn the night of the event, with everything from French candy jewelry to a NASCAR excursion, just a lot of really neat things that will also be listed on our website.
All right. That sounds amazing. I for Life. Julie, thank you so much for sharing with Tell Me More for Run Radio. Thank you very much. I hope your event is exceptional. I have a feeling it will be, and we'll get some links up on our website too. Folks, you can always check it out at runradio.net. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.